Hello guys and girls and welcome back. It's Big John here. The app's at the bottom of the screen if you want to listen to my music. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to trade gold on the H1 chart using Pip Hunter. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. I hope you like this one. Let's head over to the charts. As you can see, I've got all of my trading indicators on my screen. I'm going to show you bit by bit what all of them do. I'm going to switch them off first and then I'll switch them back on, showing you the settings so you can copy them and we can get this ball rolling. Okay, on my screen, I've got Heiken Ashi candles. I like them because they're nice, clean. You can also see the trend with them. As you can see here, it went from green to red, bit of green, then went back to red, bit of green, back to red. Some people like to use the normal candles, which is just up here. You can change it. Some people like to use even Renkos. I prefer to personally use Heiken Ashi candles. So what I'll do is I'll switch on trading hours first. This is my trading hours for London session. This is the settings for it. Copy the settings exactly the same, please. Then this is what I've got on the opacity for the color as well. And this is what I've got for the background here. There you go. Press OK. This is the second trading hours I've got here. And then as you can see, background color. And as you can see, copy the time exactly the same. Then also you've got the color here, which is gray, and it's 20%. And you've got the yellow color here, which is 20% as well. Yeah. And then we go to OK. And then I've got my Pip Hunter baseline overlay, which is this. Here are the settings here. This one here, I've turned off a few more things. Everything here is set as default. The only things I've changed is this region here. So I've changed this, I believe so, and this one here, I believe. So just check those out. Yeah, those four. And here I've changed a few things here. I've switched off stuff. You have a lot of multi-time frame indicators that are built into Pip Hunter, which helps you to trade multiple time frames based on one time frame chart, which is kind of what I'm doing now with the H4 being on a H1 chart. So I'm following the H4 trend on the H1 chart. But I've switched off this. I've kept all of these things on. I've switched off the plots here. I've switched off this, and this, and that's that. So moving on, we have now got our daily high and low. I will link this indicator into the description in YouTube so you can get that. To get more than 3 indicators, you're going to have TradingView Pro. I've got a referral in the link below as well, which you should get $30 off, I believe so. Moving on, Pip Hunter Momentum Extreme. I've left everything as default here, so you don't have to worry about that. The only thing I've changed this to columns instead of an area. It comes as an area like this. I've changed mine to columns and I've changed the color just to a different green and a different red. You can change it to whatever you like. Everything else is the same. And then that's just an alert that you can get. See, you can put alerts on the stars on Pip Hunter. That was an alert telling me that this star appeared on Euro USD. This is Pip Hunter Trend Scout here. I've also changed this to columns as well here. Everything else is left as default. This is the only thing I've changed here. And I've changed the colors as well. Just like that. It's all on 100% opacity. I like a lot of things on 100% opacity. So all of them, even on the Pip Hunter Momentum Extreme, 100% opacity. Okay, and this is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be trading a H1 chart using a H4 trend. So what we'll be using here first is the daily high and low. Why I say that is because you do not want to buy high and you do not want to sell low. So as I can see here, the 4-hour trend has come in, but I can see price has already bounced off of the daily high. So I know that I've still got space to get to the daily low. This is what I need. So I would be selling here because you sell high, buy low. Look here, this is recently green here, which is the daily low, and it went into a nice solid buy gold. That's what happened just today as we came into play today. And as you can see, once again here, my momentum full green, my trend full green, level 3 move, daily low going up to the high. It's that simple. And look at this, my TEMA line is also green. Price is above it. So I'll give you the confluences in a list. So for this bearish move, I've seen here, it's bouncing off of the daily high. My TEMA line is also red. Price is underneath it. I now go down here. I see I'm in a level 3 move. Great. I see my trend, my momentum is in sync as well here. Look right here. It's all in sync. and it's good. I can take that move down. With these types of moves, I'll take with gold, put at least a 30 to 50 pip stop loss on a H1 chart. Do not over leverage your account and trail your stop loss when you're in profit. If you do get kicked out of a trade, you get kicked out, but you get kicked out with profit. Don't give the market back your money. You don't need to do that. There's always going to be another trade. This strategy I'm teaching now, you can do with other pairs. It's the same with every pair. I'm just teaching you how to do on gold. Being that my channel is a gold channel and a lot of people are asking me how to trade gold, I'm just showing. So I'm going to go to some other pairs after to show you once I do gold. But look, you would have been able to get that trade here. Now here, you wouldn't have traded here because even though this popped up, look, you're at a daily high. You're not going to buy high. That's not your plan. You don't buy high. You don't. You sell high. Here, you can see here, nothing came up here for you to sell. Nothing came up here for you to sell. I'm just looking at my trend and my momentum to see where they both matched up, and then I'm going to go to the trade and say how we would have won this trade. So here, look here. Daily high. 4 hours kicked in. Level 3. Trend kicked in. Momentum kicked in. Trend kicked in. And you could have got these pips. There you go. Nice and simple. Here, you're already at a daily high here. You would not buy here because look how close you are to the daily high. The buy came in from down here, but it wasn't a clear defined buy. As you can see, price was kind of moving. You could have got pips, but there was candles going up and down there, so it wasn't clear and defined. That's why it wasn't as smooth as any of these ones here, just straight down. Stuff like that. So you might have seen this move and thought, oh my god, but I would have missed this move here. Yeah, I know it's a lot of pips, but you don't have to be scared of missing moves. There's always going to be moves for you to catch, especially once I teach you how to do this on gold. You will be able to do this on other pairs as well. So look here, you wouldn't have traded this one because by the time your trend and momentum kicked in, you was already on a low. You would not have traded this trade. You would have left that. Okay, moving on. So we'll go to where this started from. So here, this was your point here. Look how it was on a low. It was on a perfect low here, gold. It's on a perfect low. Came in. You had this. Could have got in. You would have taken your stuff. You would have taken it here. Came in. Your entry was here. If you had a 50 pip stop loss, you wouldn't have got stopped out here. You would have still been good. And you would have been able to hold this trade. Look at this, you would have been able to hold this trade all the way up. You would have just been able to hold this. And you would have trailed your stop. A good way to trail your stop, which I can see from this already, is you could have put your stop loss. So you could have got this up to here, put your stop loss here now. And then if it kept going up, then you could have put your stop loss here. And then so on. That's what you could have done. Put your stop loss on the daily lows. Because you know that that's the lowest price we'll probably get to until it reverses. So anyway, you could have done that until you got all the way up to the top. With the trend and momentum from Pip Hunter, you do not leave a trade until it flips over both of them onto the opposite side. You do not have to. So that's how you can ride a full trend if you want to. Me personally, I like to get 10 pips and I like to get out. That's the way I trade personally, but this is just for other people if they want to trade a certain different style. So you wouldn't have had to get out of this trade until you'd have been cautious here because both of them were weakening, even around here. You'd have been cautious. But here was the actual exit of this trade. Right here. Now, being an hour chart, it can go down because look how many pips you would have got going up. You would have got this many pips if you held it going up, which is enough. You have to get to a point where you say enough is enough. You're not going to ride it for, long-term traders do that, but they'll trade off the daily chart. Remember, this is a 1 hour chart, so there's going to be pullbacks. You have to remember that. And this is what this was. Nice one for you. So it brought it all the way back down. So you would have ended up losing like half of that profit. So you have to get to a point and say, I'm happy here. Remember, it's about the strategy. It's not about the pips. Remember that. Okay. Going in for a sell. Nice and simple right here. So let's see. You're at a high. Wait. Here you go. Here was your sell here. Daily high. Red TEMA. Level 3. Momentum in play, trend in play. There you go. You could have got these pips here. Again here. Same thing. Could have got these pips here. Cool. Next one. Let's go up here. Low. Look at the low. Comes in, kicks in here. Could have got in here. You see it's already weakening. If anything, you could have got in this one here. If you was on a late entry, you could have got in this one here. If you wanted to be a bit more aggressive, you would have seen it was weakening here, and you could have seen that your momentum and your trend was kicking into play. So you could have got in any of these. You could have got in this one here if you wanted to, and took that up. If you didn't, you could have got in this one here. Would have waited. So you had at least 3 candle entries that you could have got in there. Again, look at this. Bouncing off the high. What am I telling you? Here, perfect entry. Same thing happens. It's like clockwork. It's going to happen like this. Now, don't get me wrong. There may be trades you will lose. This is Forex. You can't win every single trade. But this definitely gives you a better chance of winning your trades. And it's a very simple system to follow. We're just looking at red and we're just looking at green. I mean, I don't know how to make it that much more simple for you. Once again, I'm not trading any of these black points here. I'm only trading London session or New York session. This is where you can see the moves happening in most of them. Look here. That's why, look at this. Came in from London, but then as soon as New York hit, wow, how many pips is this? This was like 230 pips basically. With gold, you always get rid of like the last number here. That's 230 pips, not 2,000. Okay, let's go along. Try not to make this video too long so you can just get the general point. Here again, was close enough to the low. Could have got in here. Could have got those pips. Like I said, you're putting at least, I would put at least a 50 pip stop loss, and I wouldn't over leverage my account. Here again, you can see close to the high of the day, it turns over here. You could have gotten in this one here. Could have took this down. Could have got these pips here. Again here, you could have got this one here. This was a bit low to the, this was close to the low of the day, but if you did risk it and you wanted to, you would have won the trade. Could have got in about, it would have been, yeah, this one here. Yeah, this one here. This one here was a bit close to the low of the day, but you still could have got in here. It's about midway point. You could have got in here, could have got these pips down here. This was too high. I wouldn't have just entered this trade. To look at the space between it, I wouldn't have personally entered this trade. Too close to the high of the day. Look here again. Look, it happens like clockwork. Could have got in here. How many pips did this go against you? About 30. See, 50 pip stop loss. You would have been okay, and then you would have held this. Okay, you could have held this all the way down. There you go again. So it does this time and time again. I don't think I have to go through the whole chart to show you. But you can see what I'm saying. Low of the day here again. It's so simple. Goes up. Look at that. Same. This is GBP JPY just so people can see. This one is too close to the low of the day for me, so I wouldn't enter this trade. I would just leave this trade for now. Here, I could have got in here, London session opening for the buy. This was a serious buy that happened. Yes, these things will expand from each other because it's never going to be, it doesn't start this wide. It's going to be, it's got to expand as the day goes on. But you'll see that you was at the low. So if it was at the top, it'd be closer to the top. So as it's at the low, you can see it starts to push itself up. It will start something like this. It'd be very small. But you can see as it went here, it didn't push itself up. So you can see that this was just obviously a consolidation. Look at it. This shows you clear consolidation here. You see that every time it's trying to, and even here, you didn't really have anything. You only had some sort of momentum here, but you was already at the high of the day. So you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have entered that trade. Here. You can see here, it's coming from the high, from out of Asian session, come in here. Yeah, just sold here, London session opening, could have sold there. Like, it does this. I don't know how many times to tell you it does this. It does it. It's a simple method for you to be able to use Pip Hunter to be able to trade. If you're finding any difficulties with the M15 strategy and trying to catch 10 pips, this might be a bit easier. You can do this on other pairs, not only gold, by just showing that you can do it on gold mainly and other pairs. I will be showing the US 31 soon as well. Look here, again. Time and time again, comes in here, close to the low of the day. About midway, still could have got in here. How many pips did this go against you? And against you about 16 pips. You could use like a 30 pip stop loss with GJ, it's different from gold. Could have got 74 pips there. Like, it just does it time and time again, as you can see. Very, very simple method. Very simple. Yeah. Very simple method. So yeah, that's about it. This is the H1 strategy following the H4 trend. If there's any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll try and get back to them as soon as possible. I've got a lot of groups I'm going through and stuff like that. I'm really helpful, so you just have to bear with me. If you have commented on YouTube and I haven't got back to you, I will eventually go through them and get back to you as soon as possible. If you'd like to join my Discord group, the link will be in the description below. If you would like to join the Pip Hunter Discord group, it will be in the description below. Please, if anybody wants to purchase Pip Hunter, you join the group and you're going to message Taylor, his will be in the description below as well. So you'll join the group of Pip Hunter, and then you'll message Taylor, and you'll be able to talk to him about getting a copy of Pip Hunter added to your TradingView account. If you would like to get TradingView Pro, my referral link will be in the description below as well, which you should get some sort of discount from that. I believe it's $30. So I think that wraps it up. Yes, I hope you all have a lovely day. Big John signing out. Peace.